Hey everyone, welcome back to Think Life Freedom. On this YouTube channel, I talk a lot about mindset, self-development, online business and marketing, health and fitness, many things, all about becoming your best version of yourself. And I usually share a lot of the stories and things that I've learned with you. And recently there was this inspiring story that I heard, and I wanted to read this transcript to you basically from the TV show Master of None. It's from Netflix. And there's this scene in it where Aziz Ansari's character Dev, he is living in New York City and he's kind of feeling a bit existential. He's had a lot of events happen in his life. And there's this one scene where he's reading from a book and it's called The Fig Story. And I heard this story and it kind of puts everything into perspective for you. It kind of really makes you think about your life choices, the multiple paths that you can take and how it can impact and change your personality, your friends, your family, your whole outlook on life. And I wanted to read that to you today, and that's what I'm going to do. So this is how the story goes. I saw a life branching out before me, like the green fig tree in the story. At the tip of every branch, like a fat purple fig, a wonderful future beckoned and await. One fig was a husband and a happy home and children, and another fig was a famous poet, and another fig was a brilliant professor, and another fig was Europe and Africa and South America, and another fig was Constantine and Socrates and Attila, and a pack of other lovers with queer names and offbeat professions. And beyond and above these figs were many more figs I couldn't quite make out. I saw myself sitting in the crotch of this fig tree, starving to death, just because I couldn't make up my mind which of the figs I would choose. Out of each and every one of them, choosing one meant losing all the rest. As I sat there, unable to decide, the figs began to wrinkle and go black. One by one, they plopped to the ground at my feet. This was a story that when I heard it, it kind of hit home that in terms of life, you have so many different professions that you could take on in your career. You have so many boyfriends or girlfriends, you have so many wives or husbands, you have so many different places that you could live. You have all of these things that could happen in your life, and they're all different combinations and you have the choice. And if you, a bit like me, you sort of suffer with overanalysis paralysis, where you kind of look at every little thing so in depth to make sure it's the right decision. Is this the right thing I should be doing? Oh, if I do this choice, it means that this will happen or this won't happen. And you kind of become so over the top that you end up getting paralysis. You don't do anything. You kind of stay still. You become rigid. You're not flexible and agile. And this story was just a reminder that if you're stood there looking at all of these different things, these ideas you have, maybe you decide that you want to run like the London Marathon, for example, or you may want to go and move to South America, or take that holiday to Europe and go to Spain, or actually want to ask that girl out on a date. Something like that could change your entire life. It could change who you are as a person. And many people don't do that because they're scared, because they have fear, because they have other excuses that stop them from wanting to take that leap, to take that step. And so what do? We stand still, and one by one, as in this story, the fig tree story, things start to drop. The figs drop to the tree, they turn black, and they die. We lost that opportunity because we didn't take it, because we didn't move forward. We didn't pick one. We ended up saying, there's this beautiful girl over here, but there's this girl, and there's this girl, or there's this amazing job, and there's this one. Which one do I take? And not choosing means that you end up losing all of them. And you end up with a lesser life. And it's something that you should remember going forwards, that you cannot wait. You cannot delay. You cannot wait until your life is in this perfect moment where you can take that opportunity, where you can strike. Not everything will be aligned. I have another video on my YouTube channel that is all about how successful people they basically, if you think of it in this analogy, they will, if you have a gun, say you're at a shooting range, what they will do is they will start firing, and then they start to adjust their aim until they start hitting the target. Most people, they pick up that gun and they aim and they aim and they aim and they're trying to get that bullseye, and they don't take the shot. They lose time. They don't get to hit the target. Meanwhile, the successful person has taken loads of shots, loads of actions, and they're improving their aim. And it's the same thing with this story. Do what makes you happy, take those choices, put the one foot in front of the other and get going. Don't wait. Don't be aiming, constantly waiting for that perfect moment, because it's not going to happen. Just do it today. That's what I wanted to share with you today in this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have a link in the description where you can go and watch the clip from Master of None with Dev, where he talks about this story. And there's this great sort of like animation editing that they do with all of these different faces that pop up on these locations, and it illustrates this story much more closely than I have in here. And I recommend you go check it out. I think it was very life-changing when I watched it, and it stuck with me, and I hope it does for you too. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like. Go check out the other videos on this YouTube channel, Think Life Freedom. I have a bunch of different stuff all about self-development, just like this one, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching.